Good morning, dear cadets. So, as you know, I have already completed alcohol, phenol, and ether, okay, including in text exercise. I have sorted out certain exercises from the unit number 11, means alcohol, ether, and phenol, okay. So, I complete all those exercise also, NCERT exercises, but not today. Today I would like to start the aldehyde, ketones, and carboxylic acid, okay. So, your CBSE exam date is also announced. 4th of May first paper would be there, means CBSE exam would start from 4th May onwards. Now when chemistry paper is there, when physics paper is there, yet to be announced, means we have not got the date sheets, but still you have got sufficient time to once again revise the entire units. So I hope that you are working towards the same, and now whatever units are there will complete within this month only. You don't worry about the completion of syllabus. Once again slogan is there, completion with quality. So I am doing my bit. From your side same cooperation I required, and I hope that you will be abided by the promises which you have made while joining the school and while entering into 12th class. Certain promises are there, you should keep in mind. The promise in the sense it should not be public. Promise in the sense means with the particular subject, how much honesty and integrity you are maintaining, that should be there, okay. And these are the this is the week of new year, so I hope that certain resolution you have taken, and one of resolution would be the honest study of the subjects. So hoping the same that you will be abided. Now I am beginning aldehyde, ketones, and carboxylic acids, okay. So just see aldehyde, ketones, and carboxylic acid. This is unit number 12. This is also big unit. Now when I was teaching you ether, alcohol, and phenol, so there carbon oxygen bond was there. Like this is the ether, this is the alcohol, this is the phenol. What you have seen, between carbon and oxygen single bond was there in all the three cases. In ether also you can see carbon oxygen single bond, alcohol carbon oxygen single bond, in even phenol carbon oxygen single bond is only there. But in aldehyde, ketones, and carboxylic acid, what is there? Between carbon and oxygen double bond is there, okay. So when carbon and oxygen are bonded by double bond, such kind of compounds are known as carbonyl compounds. So I wrote here aldehyde, ketones, carboxylic acid, and acid derivatives. Many time I told about the acid derivatives. Just see, acid chloride, acid anhydride, ester, and acid amide, they are known as acid derivatives. All are known as carbonyl compound because they have got the C double bond O group, okay. One by one I will tell you. So just see, meaning of carbonyl compound is they should have carbon oxygen double bond, okay. So the carbonyl compounds are those compounds where carbon oxygen is bonded by double bond. Aldehyde, ketones, carboxylic acid, and acid derivatives, they are known as carbonyl compound, okay. Now just see, first we'll begin with aldehyde. What is the functional group? This is the C, this is carbonyl carbon, this is carbonyl carbon, this is oxygen, and this group is known as carbonyl group. What is the name of this group? Carbonyl group. If you see here, so carbon has got 4 valency. Out of 4 valency, 2 are fulfilled with double bond with oxygen. Remaining 2 are there. Okay. So if you see clearly here, ketone is also having C double bond O group. Just see, this is ketonic group. This is aldehyde group. But if you see the general formula of aldehyde, so here what is there? Out of 4 valency, 2 valency is fulfilled by oxygen. Remaining 2, out of 2, 1 by the R group, other by the H group. In case of ketone, what is there? In case of ketone, what is there? Both remaining valency of carbonyl carbon is fulfilled by the alkyl group. Once this is the only difference. Aldehyde ketones both have got the carbonyl carbon or carbonyl group. See, aldehyde ketones both have got the carbonyl group, but in aldehyde, out of 4, 2 are fulfilled by oxygen. In ketone also, out of 4, 2 are fulfilled by the oxygen. There is a problem with the remaining 2 valency. In aldehyde, one of the valency, out of 2 I am talking, out of 2, one of the valency must be fulfilled by the H, and last one that should be fulfilled by the R. But in ketone, remaining both valencies are fulfilled by the R group. Once again, just see, carbon, in case of aldehyde and ketone, both have got the carbonyl group, but in aldehyde, remaining 2 valency of carbonyl carbon is fulfilled by one with H, other by R. But in ketone, remaining both valencies are fulfilled by the alkyl group. That is the difference between aldehydes and ketone. In aldehyde, only one valency is fulfilled by R, other is fulfilled by the H. But in case of ketone, both remaining valency of carbonyl carbon is fulfilled by the alkyl group. Okay. So try to understand here. There is one exception of aldehyde. In aldehyde, what is there? One valency should be fulfilled by, remaining 2 valency of carbonyl carbon should be fulfilled by R group and H. But there is one aldehyde that is known as formaldehyde. This is the common name, formaldehyde. Both remaining valency of carbonyl carbon is fulfilled by H. So carbonyl carbon 2 valencies are fulfilled by O, 1 by H and 1 remaining by R in case of aldehyde. But in case of ketone, already I explained, here I wrote also. Okay, this is there. Now what about carboxylic acid? In carboxylic acid also carbonyl carbon is there. What is there? Carbonyl carbon is there or not? And carbonyl group is also there. CO group is known as carbonyl group. But here if you see, in aldehyde, remaining 2 valency of carbonyl carbon is fulfilled by H and R. In ketone, both by R. Here what is there? Just see. Remaining 2 valency of carbonyl carbon is fulfilled by 1 by R group, otherwise other one or last one by OH. That is the difference. Okay. So once again, just see, things are written here. All 3 have got the carbonyl group. All 3 have got the carbonyl group. Correct? Carbonyl group. But remaining 2 valencies of carbon, differences are there in terms of fulfilling it. In aldehyde, 1 by H, other by R. In ketone, both by R. In carboxylic acid, 1 by R, other one by OH group. Okay. Now there is one question. What is the difference between alcohol and carboxylic acid? Okay. Alcohol and carboxylic acid, both have got the OH group. Just see, carboxylic acid also has got OH group and alcohol also has got the OH group. But difference is there. What is the difference? In carboxylic acid, carbonyl group would be there, but in alcohol, carbonyl group won't be there. That is the difference. Even though alcohol and carboxylic acid both have got the OH, but in carboxylic acid, carbonyl group would be there, and in alcohol, carbonyl group won't be there. Just see, carbonyl group means C double bond O. If C single bond O is there, that is not carbonyl group. C double bond O. So just see, here carbonyl group is there, where in alcohol carbonyl group is there. In another word also you can explain. Means the carbon to which, in carboxylic acid case, the carbon to which OH group is attached, their remaining 2 valencies are fulfilled by oxygen. But in case of alcohol, the carbon to which OH group is bonded, remaining 2 valencies must be fulfilled by the hydrogen. Okay, check here. Even if you will take 2 degree, then also at least 1 valency should be fulfilled by hydrogen only, because 2 degree alcohol means R, CH, OH. Correct or not? Means carbon, simple word carbonyl group won't be there in alcohol. That is the only difference. While in case of carboxylic acid, carbonyl group would be there. So this is all about the introductory point of aldehyde, ketones, carboxylic acid. There is one more word, acid derivatives. There also carbonyl group is there. Okay, so we'll complete that one also because it is given in NCERT book. Now see the acid derivatives. Now even though I have told this one, once again I am telling you, this is carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid. All time you have to replace the OH. Now if first case is acid halide. So replace OH by X. So what you will get? RCOX. Another time replacement of OH by OR group. Then you will get the ester. Means in place of OH, here you have to add X. Here you have to add OR. Here you have to add OCOR. And here you have to add NH2. So just see. When X is added, acid halide. When OR is added, ester. When OCOR dash is added, acid anhydride. When NH2 is added, then acid amide. What is this one? Acid amide. Have you got this one or not? See, in all the cases, carbonyl group is there. RCO, here also RCO, here also RCO group is there. Okay? Now just see, here other than carbonyl group, one valency of carbon is fulfilled by R, other by X. Here one by R, other by OR. Here one by R, otherwise OCOR. Here one by R, other one by NH2 group. That is the difference. So just see, one thing is common. In all the cases, carbonyl group is there. Only difference is there in case of fulfillment of remaining two valency of carbonyl carbon. In aldehyde, 1 by R, other by H. Ketone, both by R. Carboxylic acid, 1 by R, other by OH, other one by OH. In acid halide, 1 by R, other by X. In ester, 1 by R, other by OR. Here acid anhydride, 1 by R, other one by OCOR. In amide, 1 by R, other one by NH2. Okay, so in this way this is over. Now aldehydes and ketones and carboxylic acids are widespread in plants and animal kingdom. Okay, they are found in plants and animal kingdoms. They add fragrance and flavor to nature. So just see, fragrance and flavor in the nature is because of those plants and animals which contain these aldehydes and ketones. So just see here, example, vanillin. This is from vanilla beans. Which one? This is only vanillin. Okay. Here write vanillin. Yes, vanillin. Okay. Now this is cinnamaldehyde. This is from cinnamon. And this is salicylaldehyde. This is from meadow sweet. Okay. Now these are the compounds. IUPAC, this is cinnamaldehyde. This is commercial name or common name. Vanillin, this is also commercial or common name. Salicylaldehyde, this is also common or commercial name. IUPAC name would be different. We'll deal when I will teach you IUPAC name. Okay. So in this way, this is completely completed as far as introductory part of aldehyde ketones is concerned. So aldehyde ketones, carboxylic acid and acid derivatives, they are known as carbonyl compound because they contain carbonyl group. Carbonyl group means carbon oxygen double bond should be there. Okay. CO group should be double bonded. Okay. Okay, so now IUPAC nomenclature of aldehydes. Okay, so just see what is the IUPAC format: prefix, word root, primary suffix and secondary suffix. So aldehyde is the functional group which comes as a secondary suffix, and al is added as a secondary suffix. And remember, when aldehyde is coming as a prefix, it will come as a prefix with respect to the COOH group, because priority order is there. In the priority order, aldehydic group comes after the or below the carboxylic group. So carboxylic group, when it is there, CHO will be treated as prefix. And which word should be added as a prefix as far as aldehyde is concerned? Formyl. What is that one? Formyl. So remember, when aldehyde comes as a prefix, so formyl word is added before their name. Okay, but here most of the cases it is al only, it will come as a secondary suffix. And what are the rule? You know, select the longest continuous chain which must contain CHO group while naming compound containing aldehydic functional group. E from the primary suffix, E from the primary suffix must be deleted. Okay, because this secondary suffix al begins with vowel. Okay, in case of presence of other substituents, numbering should be done in such a way so that the CHO group gets least number. Okay, means the numbering should start from aldehydic carbon only. Aldehydic carbon should get the aldehydic functional group carbon must get the least number. Okay, there is one more important rule here. If CHO group is present in the ring, benzene ring, alicyclic ring, means if CHO group is present in ring may be aromatic ring or alicyclic ring. Aromatic ring means benzene ring, alicyclic means cyclohexane, cyclopentane, cyclobutane, alicyclic compound. Then carb aldehyde word is added after their name. You will come to know. Don't worry, one by one I will explain this one. Just see, here CHO group is added to this one. So what is the, suppose CHO group is not there, what is the name of this one? Cyclohexane. Cyclohexane. Okay, cyclohexane. And this is carb aldehyde. Okay, cyclohexane carb aldehyde. Means after the name of alicyclic compound, carb aldehyde word should be added. What about this one? This is, what is the name of this one? Benzene carb aldehyde. Okay, and this is also known as benzaldehyde. What is this one? Benzaldehyde. And remember, benzaldehyde is accepted as a IUPAC name. Okay, it is accepted as IUPAC name. So you can tell benzene carbaldehyde or benzaldehyde. Okay, now let us come back to this side, remaining rule. Now just see, here this is one carbon atom is there, so side chain is not there. So what is the name of this one? Methane. Just see, here prefix is not there because substituents are not there. So the word root, total number of carbon atom, how many carbon atom is there? One carbon atom. So meth, then carbon single bond is there, so methane. E delete, methanol. What is the name of this one? 1 2. Numbering should start from aldehydic carbon group only. So what is the name of this one? Ethanol. What is the name of this one? 1 2 3. So what is this one? Propanol. Okay, now just see, one you can omit because no other functional group is there. So definitely this CHO group only will be the number one group. So propanol. What is the name of this one? 1 2 3. Add 2 number, which group is there? Methyl. So 2-methyl propanol. And now just see here, this is CHO group which is added to ring, which is added with the ring. So this carbon atom 1 2 3 4 5 6. What is the name of this one? 3-methyl cyclohexane carb aldehyde. Now just see, This rule is only applied. Only the thing is we have numbered the carbon atom of ring because of presence of CH3. So 3-methyl cyclohexane carb aldehyde. Now what about this one? Just see. Here two functional group is there. Ether functional group and CHO. So in the priority order who comes first? CHO. So numbering must start from here. 1, 2, 3. At 2 number what is there? At 2 number methoxy. So 2-methoxy propanal. Okay, 2-methoxypropanal. Okay, what about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the name of this one? Pentanal. Okay, pentanal. Okay, since CHO only in presence of COOH group, it won't be number 1 carbon atom. Otherwise this is the only number 1 carbon atom. That is why one word you can omit. Okay, 1 pentanal, pentane 1L, like that. Now what about this one? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So just see what is the name of this one? Prop 2-in-1L. Okay, prop 2-in-1L. Correct. Remember the position of functional group always mentioned. Position of functional group always mentioned between primary suffix and secondary suffix. But the position of double bond and triple bond must be mentioned between word root and primary suffix. That is why I wrote here prop. Prop is the word root. 2 is the position of double bond and in, that is primary suffix. So the position of double bond and triple bond must be mentioned in between primary suffix and word root. But position of functional group is mentioned between primary suffix and secondary suffix. Okay, what about this one? This compound, just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the name of this one? Benzene 1,2-dicarbaldehyde. Dicarbaldehyde. Benzene 1,2-dicarbaldehyde. Now what about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct. Now you can't count from this side, because when you count from this side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 plus 5, that is equal to 6. But if you are counting from this side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 plus 3, so 4. So lowest set should be preferred. So which is the lowest set? Lowest set should be preferred means from this side numbering should be there. So what is the name of this one? 3-bromo. 3-bromo benzaldehyde. 3-bromo benzaldehyde or 3-bromo benzene carb aldehyde, or you can write here 3-bromo or 3-bromo benzaldehyde. That is also accepted. Benzaldehyde. Okay. Now what about this compound? Just see. Numbering, double bond is also there. This is also there, CHO group. So numbering would start from here. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So what is the name of this one? The name of this one is but2-in. E must be deleted. but2-in-1L. Even 1L you can omit. In-L. Here also in-L directly you could have written. There is no issue, because CHO will come as a terminal functional group. Okay. Now what about this one? Just see. This is only cinnamaldehyde. Benzene ring is there. Benzene ring. Now let me write this side, this one. See. Now I am writing this compound benzene. Okay. Now CH, double bond CH, and here what is there? CHO. So here what is there? 1, 2, 3. Correct? So now when side chain contains functional group, that is only the principal chain. That is the rule. Let it be benzene ring only, but side chain is containing functional group, not only functional group, double bond also. So what is the name of this one? 3-phenyl. 3-phenyl. Then what is there? Prop 2 ene 1 al, that is not required. It is understood that it would be number 1. So ene 1 al also you can write, or directly you write ene al. This is the name of this compound. Okay, and generally it is known as, common name of this one is cinnamaldehyde. What is the name of this one? Cinnamaldehyde. Okay. Now at beginning only I told you na, vanillin and all these things. Yes, this is only cinnamaldehyde. Now salicyldehyde, please name this one also. This is salicylaldehyde. You know this compound, OH and CHO. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the name of this one? 2-hydroxy benzaldehyde. Okay, or 2-hydroxy benzene carbaldehyde, that can also be written. What about the name of this compound? Just see this. Here what is there? CHO. Another one is OCH3, vanillin and OH. Okay, now just try to understand. In priority order, CHO is coming first. Okay, so this will be the principal functional group, and ether and OH group would be the secondary functional group. And you know the secondary functional group is treated as a prefix only in case of presence of more than one functional group in any compound. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you will start from this side, so it would be the violation of lowest sum rule. So it should start from this side only. Now just see, both are treated as a prefix. So this is methoxy, this is hydroxy. So which should be written first? Alphabetical order. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. So this is M is coming afterwards. So hydroxy. What is the name of this one? 4-hydroxy, 3-methoxy, then benzaldehyde. In this way, the nomenclature of aldehyde is completely completed. Will tell you when aldehyde and ketone both groups are present in any compound, then how we should name it. Okay, so just see here, IUPAC nomenclature of ketone. Okay, so just see, format is same only, prefix, word root, primary suffix, secondary suffix. So for the ketone, which is the secondary suffix? O-N-E. Don't write one is English word. Here functional group is O-N-E. Okay, now try to understand. In case of aldehyde group, when it is bonded with the alicyclic or aromatic ring, then what we were telling? Carbaldehyde, benzene carbaldehyde, cyclohexane carbaldehyde. So here we should also tell the cyclohexane ketone. Okay, benzene ketone, but it is not there. Here minor changes is there. When ketonic group is bonded with alicyclic ring, one word is added, on. This on, please remember, on word is added after the name of alicyclic compound. Okay, just see, it is better to see this compound. Now one more thing is there, aldehyde group always comes at the end of chain. Let it be cyclic or non-cyclic compound, but ketonic group always comes in between chain except cyclic ketone. So these are cyclic ketone. Just see, this one, this is cyclic ketone. In cyclic ketone, what would be there? It will be considered as number 1 carbon atom, means carbonyl carbon. This is carbonyl carbon. Rest all cases, just see, here CO has come as a, CO is in between the chain, here also CO is in between the chain, here also in between the chain. Everywhere just you can see ketonic group is never comes at the end of chain. Ketonic group never comes at the end of chain except cyclic ketone, while aldehyde group always comes at the end of chain. That is the difference between aldehyde and group while naming the, as far as IUPAC nomenclature is concerned. So remember this one also. In cyclic means cyclic ketone, carbonyl carbon will be the number 1 carbon atom. Okay, over. So now just see what would be the name of this one. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6. What is the name of this compound? Cyclohexane. So 2-methyl cyclohexane. E would be deleted. Cyclohexane on. Generally what name it should have been given? 2-methyl cyclohexane ketone. Just like we were telling in case of aldehyde, benzene carbaldehyde or cyclohexane carbaldehyde. So here we are not telling ketone, we are telling on only. Okay, and E should be deleted. Rest all rules are same only. Select the longest continuous chain in a such a way so that the ketonic group should get the lowest number. While naming the compound, E from the primary suffix should be deleted because in own word O is vowel. Okay, now numbering should be done in a such a way so that the ketonic carbon should get the least number. If other substituents are present, so what should be there? Their name should be written according to alphabetical order. So remaining rules are same only, and one by one I will name all these ketones, then you will come to know. There is a meantime one more thing, types of ketone. There are 2 types of ketone, simple ketone and mixed ketone. When see in ketone general formula 2 alkyl group is there. Just see I am writing here CH3. Just see here only, just okay. CH3 C double bond O CH3. So both alkyl group CH3 is equal to CH3. So this is simple ketone. What is this one? Simple ketone. What about mixed ketone? Suppose one side CH3 and other side C2H5 is there. So here what is there? CH3 is not equal to C2H5. So what would be there? This is an example of mixed ketone. This is an example of mixed ketone. Now just see here. Now start naming. 1 2 3. So what is the name of this one? Propane 2-on. Okay, prop-ane 2-on. The position of functional group must be indicated between the primary suffix and secondary suffix. So this is secondary suffix, ane is primary suffix, and in between the position of ketonic group. What about this one? Just see. Now numbering should start from this side. 1 2 3 4. So what is the name of this one? Butane 2-on. What is the name of this compound? 1 2 3 4 5. What is the name of this one? Pentane 3-on. Okay, now position of ketonic group is at 3 number carbon atom. So this 3 indicates that only. Okay, now here 2 ketonic groups are there. You can start the numbering from either side. 1 2 3 4 5. So what is the name of this one? Pentane, then 2,4-dione. 2,4-dione. Now what about this one? 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. So what is the name of this one? Just see. But, yes, but, then ane, E should be deleted, then 2,3-dione. Okay, now what about this one? Now double bond is also there, substituent is also there, but you know that ketonic group should get the priority over the double bond and this substituent CH3. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the name of this one? 4-methyl. 4-methyl. Then pent, okay, pent, then 3-ene. From ene also E should be deleted. 2-one, okay. This is the name. What about this one? Just see. If you start from this side, then also it will come at 3 number. If you start from this side, it will come again at 3 number only. So this is 1, 2, 3, this is 4, this is 5. So what is the name of this one? 2,4-dimethyl. 2,4-dimethyl. Then 2,4-dimethyl, then pent, then ene. 3-one, okay. This is there. 2,4-dimethyl pentane 3-one. You can check. Other than if any possibility is there, just tell me. We have to select the longest continuous chain. So this is only the longest continuous chain, okay. What about this one? Just see. Now double bond is also there, but priority ketonic group will have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the name of this one? The name of this one is but 3-ene. From ene, E would be deleted. 2-one, okay. This is there. Now what about this one? Already I have written 2-methyl cyclohexane one. What is the name of this one? This is cyclic ketone. So in cyclic ketone, carbonyl carbon will have the one number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct? So what is the name of this one? 3-methyl. 3-methyl cyclopentane. Now pentane, no ketone, pentane one. E must be deleted from its name. Pentane one, okay. This is there. What about this one? Just see, here ketonic group is not present in the ring. This is outside the ring, okay. So now this rule won't be applied. It can't be considered as cyclic ketone, okay. Now this will be considered as side chain with respect to the benzene ring. But if side chain contain functional group, then what would be there? If side chain contain functional group, then side chain must be the principal chain. So now start the numbering here. 1, 2, 3. So at one number, what is there? Phenyl group is there. So 1 phenyl, okay. 1 phenyl. Then what is there? Prop. 1 phenyl prop, correct. Prop, then propane 1-one. Yes, this is there. Now what about this name? Just see. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can name this compound also. So what is the name of this one? 4-phenyl. 4-phenyl. This is 4-phenyl. Then what is this one? But. 4-phenyl but. Then what is there? 3-ene. 2-one. This is the name. So I hope that you understood this one. Okay. These are the some examples of aldehyde ketones. Okay. Yes. Now there are some special rules are also there. I am observing the NCERT book. There are some special rules are there. We'll consider them also. These are the examples which I have mostly taken from NCERT book only. And see, in the question paper, they will ask only NCERT examples. That is why their practice must be there. And now in 1 marks question, sometime they will ask, write their structural formula, write their IUPAC name. So you should be thorough enough with these nomenclature. I am not wasting time. Okay, so just see here, some special rules are there. What are the special rules? Just check here. If both aldehyde and ketonic functional group is present in the compound, then CHO group is a principal functional group and comes as a secondary suffix, while ketonic group will be considered as a substituent, comes as a prefix. Prefix for the ketone is oxo. Just see. Here CHO group is also there, ketonic group is also there. So this is 1, 2, 3, this is 4, this is 5. Correct or not? Because both groups are present, so CHO group will get the priority, because in the priority order it is first. Now this ketonic group will be treated as a substituent. So what is the name of this one? This is 3-oxo, because oxo is the prefix for the ketone. At 3 number oxo group is there. 3-oxo pent ene, okay, 1-al. Even 1 is not required to be written, because this is terminal functional group. So 3-oxopentanal, pentanal. Now see here also. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. CHO will get the priority. So what is the name of this one? 2-methyl. 2, what is this one? At 2 number methyl group. 2-methyl 4-oxo. Yes, 2-methyl 4-oxo hexane-al. Yes, this is the name. This is the name of this compound. Okay, now just see. So the first rule is, special rule is clear. Second is very important, and one example is given in a NCERT book. This example is given. If there is a unbranched or straight chain of carbon and carbon containing functional group more than 2 is bonded with the chain, then carbon of the functional group will not be counted in principal chain, and compound will be named as derivatives of alkane, and after the name of parent alkane, tricarbaldehyde for aldehyde, tricarboxylic acid for carboxylic acid, and tricarbonitrile for cyanide is added. Just see. Not only I have covered here aldehyde, I covered cyanide and carboxylic acid also, because they are also there in our syllabus. Means in due course of time I have to teach this one also. So it is better to teach, instead of teaching same rule 3 times, it is better to 1 time only teach. Just see. First understand this one. Now see, this is the straight chain of carbon and carbon, and more than two carbon containing functional groups are present in the straight chain of carbon and carbon. 1, 2, 3. This is carbon containing functional group or not? So if more than 2 condition is there. Number 1, there should be straight chain of carbon and carbon. So this is the straight chain of carbon and carbon, and more than 2 similar functional group, carbon containing more than 2 similar functional group containing carbon is bonded here, then the carbon of these functional group will not be counted in the principal chain. Means 1, 2, 3, their carbon will not be counted. So from where it will be counted? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now just see, what would be the name of this compound? This first compound will be named as derivatives of alkane. So the propane, what is this one? Propane. Then 1, 2, 3 tricarbaldehyde. Okay, tricarbaldehyde. What about the name of this compound? Same is here also. CN 3 times has come. So what would be the name of this one? Propane 1 at 1 number just see 1 2 3 at 1 number CN, 2 number CN, 3 number. So propane 1 2 3 tricarbonitrile. In IUPAC system, cyanide is known as carbonitrile. What about this one? Here also same condition. CH2 CH CH straight chain, COH COH 3 time has come. So what would be the name of this compound? 1 2 3. This is propane 1. E should not be deleted because just see in all the cases this tricarbonitrile, tricarbaldehyde, tricarboxylic acid, they are not beginning with the vowels. So propane 1 2 3 tricarboxylic acid. Okay, so compound is derived as a compound is named as a derivatives of alkane. Okay, first we should write the parent alkane name, then the position of those functional group, and afterwards tricarbaldehyde, tricarboxylic acid, tricarbonitrile according to the functional group bonded there. Now just see this example also, just see here. Here also 3 similar functional groups are there. 3 similar functional groups are there, correct? But this is not a straight chain of carbon and carbon. This is branched chain. What is this one? Branch. Just see here, branching is there or not? So according to this rule, it should not be named. According to this rule, this should not be named. For this one, old rule is there. Actually, this is according to the IUPAC recommendation 1993. Now there is a revision of IUPAC nomenclature. In 1993 they revised, and this is after the revision, this is new rule. So now 1-2 compounds are given in your textbook, and they may be asked also. So it is better to study here only. So now this will not come under this category, this rule, because here branch chain is there. Is no straight chain of carbon and carbon. Branch chain is there. The moment it is branch chain, this rule will not be applicable. So for this one, what rule? Previous rule. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Correct. At 3 number, what is there? 3 position. What is there? 3 position. This is 4-myl methyl. For CHO 4-myl, and for CH2 methyl. Bracket close. How many carbon atom? Hex. Then ane. Then 1,6-diol. Okay, this is the complete name. So we have named this compound on the basis of old rule. Old rule means the previous rule. Now this is the rule according to 1993 recommendation of IUPAC system. So these all 3, I am not teaching extra. All the 3 are there in your textbook. Now in case of aldehyde, it is given here only. The page number 352. It is given here. Just see 300. In case of carboxylic acid, you will get this one. In case of cyanide, you will get this one. Okay, so all the 3 I taught here only. Okay, in this way this is also finished. Okay, just check the name of some aromatic aldehyde. Okay, so aldehydes and ketones. Just see what is the name of this compound. A common name is methyl phenyl ketone. Actually this is acetophenone. Okay, this is also acetophenone only ring I have made. But see, there is one more nomenclature system. Just see, this is 1 and 2 because side chain contain the functional group. Acetophenone is accepted IUPAC name, but side chain is containing functional group. So this can be named like that also. 1-phenyl ethane-one. Okay, now what about this one? Just see, this is benzophenone. What is this one? Benzophenone. Okay, now this is also benzophenone only, but we can write this one डाईफिनाइल methanone. Okay, one carbon atom is there, so one diphenyl methanone. But benzophenone is accepted IUPAC name. So I would like to suggest you that you use word benzophenone and acetophenone. What about this one? This is propiophenone. Okay, accepted IUPAC name. But you can name 1, 2, 3. In cyclic ketone, ketonic group is the number 1. Remember, this is cyclic ketone. So what is the name of this one? 1-phenyl. Now propaneone. Okay, 1-phenyl propaneone. Yes, gap should not be there. ONE. Okay, now what is this? Is benzene carbaldehyde or benzaldehyde. This is accepted IUPAC name, benzaldehyde. So now this is benzaldehyde or benzene carbaldehyde. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 bromo benzaldehyde. Okay, what about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 4 nitro benzaldehyde. Means what is there? Benzaldehyde is the parent aromatic aldehyde, and all others are considered to be the derivatives of this one. Okay, so benzaldehyde or benzene carbaldehyde as you wish. Same way here also, acetophenone or 1-phenyl ethanone. Okay, like that. Okay, thank you. In this way the entire IUPAC nomenclature of aldehyde and ketone is completed. Now tomorrow I will start the structure of carbonyl group, isomerism and methods of preparation. Thank you.